As we came to the end of 2023 and enter 2024, most people realized, oh wow, there's only one Marvel Studios project this year. One of these people being Ryan Reynolds, who shared a brand new image of his comic-accurate Deadpool suit. So once again, this was shared by Ryan Reynolds, aka Deadpool himself, and it's kind of funny because he seems to be the only man in MCU history to be able to do something like this, but again, it's his production studio. For the first time ever, another production studio working with Marvel Studios at this sort of level, so is it too surprising? Maybe it is, maybe it's not, I don't know, but I love what we're seeing here. So let's start at the bottom and make our way up, where of course we see the elements of the suit that are very much pretty identical to what we had in Deadpool 1 and 2. But there are subtle changes that you gotta pay attention to. And of course, the most, I think, obvious one is just how much brighter the suit is and how much it's covered in far less grime and dirt, which of course will build on in the film and in different scenes it is gonna get dirty. But it just looks a lot more slick and a lot more form-fitting. It looks like they applied a lot of what they've learned about suits in recent years to this to make it the best looking one yet, in my opinion at least. And I do like how in this image, more so than the one of him and Logan walking, you get a better sense of just all the little details, the different texturing and everything, and just sort of how it keeps a lot of the elements that you saw in Deadpool 1 and 2. But again, even some of the material here looks to be different and changed. Like, I'm talking about everything from the ground up. It just looks to be made out of different material. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's almost not as pleathery looking or even leathery looking as the one we saw in the last two films. There seems to be a different approach here. Now, I will say I have seen some people complain about, like, the knee pads and some of, I guess, the accessories not sticking out too much. But again, just add dirt on top of it. Just look at what I'm showing you here and just add dirt and grime into pieces of the suit and it's going to pop a little more. And I have seen people mention about how he's got the ab lines and everything and how the chest doesn't pop as much. Again, if you look at the separation there with the black, with the shoulders and everything, it makes sense that this is how they're approaching it because they want to give him a little bit more mobility instead of building it all upon layers and layers and layers stacking like they do many of the MCU suits. So here, in my opinion, this all works for this suit. Overall, I'm excited. I'm glad Ryan Reynolds shared something like this, get the excitement from the fans going. So we'll see what happens next and when we get our first look.